What's going on, plugins? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a few 5-star prospects that Kentucky has been in contact with. Before we get into this video, make sure you drop a like, and if you're new here, sub to the channel and become a part of the family. Now let's get into the video. Mark Pope has been recruiting a lot of 5-star prospects. He's trying his best to get a top-ranked player for his 2026 recruiting class. Some of the players I'm going to talk about in this video have already set official visits, which is good news for Kentucky fans. The first player I'm going to talk about is Jordan Smith Jr., a 5-star 6'2 shooting guard, ranked 2nd by 24/7 Sports and 3rd by ESPN. Jordan's one of the best 2A players in the 2026 class. He's strong and athletic and can easily blow by defenders with his strength and get to the rim for an easy dunk or layup. He has a nice pull-up mid-range jump shot. He can make some tough contested shots. On defense, he's a great shot blocker, and he knows how to get into the passing lanes to get steals. He will visit Kentucky on October 12th through the 14th. A few months ago, Mark Pope and his coaching staff did a home visit with him, so this seems like a player that Mark Pope is really high on. The one college to keep an eye on in his college recruitment is Arkansas. He will be taking an official visit in September, so this could come down to a recruitment battle between Coach Cal and Mark Pope to get a top 3 prospect. Christian Collins is a 5-star 6'8 power forward, ranked 2nd by ESPN and 4th by 24/7 Sports. Even though he's a big, he moves like a guard out there on the court. He has a nice ball handle. He can break down defenders, creating his own shot, and he's really good at putting the ball on the floor and getting to the rim. He can knock down mid-range and 3-point shots. He's a solid player in the post. He can create his own shot down there. With his size, length, and offensive skill set, he's a tough matchup for defenders. Once he puts on some muscle in college, he's going to be even better. He'll be visiting Kentucky on October 3rd through the 5th. Mark Pope has been watching Christian recently during the AAU season. He told KSR this at Peach Jam. Mark Pope is like a proud dad. He'll be recording you and he's cheering for you. He's a really good guy and he has a nice energy. He's really positive. So we see Mark Pope excited when he pulls up to watch him play. Also, Christian's already familiar with one of the assistant coaches, and that's Jason Hart. He knew him since his freshman year of high school, but Kentucky fans, I wouldn't big on him knowing Jason Hart is going to help him commit. We all seen what happened with the Jason Crow situation. He seemed to be a Kentucky lock since he refers to Jason Hart as uncle, and Jason Crow's dad is best friends with Jason Hart, but he ended up committing to Missouri. It was rumored they offered a lot of NIL money and promised his dad a spot on the coaching staff, so the Jason Hart connection did not work at all in this situation. Right now, the colleges that are recruiting the hardest is USC and Oregon. They already have official visits scheduled. This is a player that needs to be a top priority for Kentucky. They don't want to miss out on getting a versatile big with size who's an elite offensive player. He will be nice in Mark Pope's system. Deron Ripley Jr. is a 6'2 point guard, ranked 17 by 24/7 Sports and 18 by ESPN. He's an explosive 3-level scorer. He's shifty and quick with the ball in his hands, and this helps him get to his spots. He can get to the rim and dunk on you. He's 6'2", but he has some crazy bounce. He's really good at avoiding contact and finishing layups in tight spaces. Also, he's a solid playmaker. He's my favorite guard in the 2026 class. I love his play style, and I love how smooth he looks on the court. He was supposed to take an official visit on August 1st, but the visit will be postponed. A new date has been released, but don't worry, Kentucky fans, the visit will happen. His dad said this: "We will see Wildcats family soon." I think the visit will most likely happen in fall. Most of the players I talk about in this video, they have their visits set in the fall. He loves Kentucky's program. He said this: "I love how Kentucky continued on the winning program after Coach Cal left. Mark Pope, I think he's a very high-level coach. He's a guards coach. He's just an overall savant of the game of basketball." Using that terminology, I think I'm a high-level point guard that can think the game fast, so being able to play for a coach like that will be important for me. And Kentucky currently has a player on their roster that can help convince him to commit to Kentucky, and that's Otega Oweh. Otega Oweh attended the same high school as him, which is Blair Academy in New Jersey. So we'll see if Otega Oweh has any influence on his college decision. He has official visits set for Kansas and NC State, so hopefully Kentucky will get a visit this fall. Cameron Williams is a 5-star 6'11 power forward, ranked 7 by ESPN and 10 by 24/7 Sports. He's a 2-way player. He's an elite rim protector. He has a 7-foot wingspan. This helps him block shots with ease. He can cover a lot of ground, so if he gets beat, he can recover quickly and block shots, and he's a very good on-ball defender. On offense, he's a good finisher around the rim, but I'm most impressed by his jump shot. For a big, he has a pretty quick release. He has a smooth jump shot. He can be a nice catch and shooter in college. He will be a good floor spacer. He can step out and knock down threes. He will take a visit to Kentucky on September 26th through the 28th. When Mark Pope gave him his offer and he had a phone conversation with him, he made a good impression. Cameron said this: "It was good. Mark Pope was trying to get to know my parents. He was telling us how I'll fit in the program and all that stuff. He was telling me about the history. It was good that Mark Pope was talking to him about the history of the program because it seemed like that's what he likes the most and all the pros they produced." He said this: I like how they put guys in the league. They have a lot of big names who are currently playing, like SGA, Cat, and AD. They have a long list of really good pros. I like how they play as a team. I watched a couple of their games last year. Obviously, they're one of the top teams. It's a school I could see myself fitting in at, playing there, and all that stuff. Now, all those players he mentioned, that quote came from the Coach Cal era, but Mark Pope will be reducing first-round picks often. He will have at least one player go in the first round in the 2026 NBA draft. Also, I found a quote that Cameron stated he wants to go somewhere. Do we have the opportunity to play? He said this: I'm going to be asking questions about how they see me fitting in that situation. Are they going to get other guys like me? Are they going to go into the portal? My main thing is that I just want to play. I want an opportunity, and I want to get developed to play at the next level. Mark Pope has been getting a lot of players in the transfer portal, but for next season, he's going to have a lot of players returning for another season. So if Cameron decides to pick Kentucky, he should have the opportunity to start or at least get a lot of playing time. The one college I see recruit him the hardest is Purdue. He'll be taking a visit in the fall. It seems like he's seriously considering him, so we'll see where Kentucky stands in a few months. Caleb Holt's a 5-star 6'5" shooting guard, ranked 5th by ESPN and 6th by 24/7 Sports. He's a strong athletic player with a 6'9" wingspan. He's the type of player who has a high motor, competitive, plays hard, and imposes his will on both sides of the ball. He's an aggressive downhill scorer. Finishing through contact is not a problem for him. He also has a nice touch around the rim, finishing with floaters and a mid-range jump shot. He'll be visiting Kentucky on September 5th through the 7th. A few months ago, Mark Pope did a home visit with him, and that visit went well. Caleb Holt's a player that Mark Pope is high on. Right now, Kentucky's in good standing in his recruitment. Joe Tipton said this: Kentucky has come on strong as of late, and he's locked in an official visit to the Wildcats. Pope was one of his own core coaches at USA Basketball, allowing Holt to get to know the UK head coach more. I think Kentucky's more of a legitimate contender now than ever before. And this is what Caleb Holt said about being coached by Mark Pope during his time at USA Basketball. I got to play for him, and it was actually fun. He let me rock out. He was like, that's how it's going to be at Kentucky. Kentucky's definitely in the mix, high up. I mess with Mark Pope and everything. Also, Caleb sees himself as a player that can be like Otega Owe. That's Kentucky's best player right now. He said this: I like Otega. He's a 3-level scorer. He can hit the 3. He can hit the mid-range. The mid-range is his bread and butter, and he can get to the rim, and he's pretty big. I'm a bigger guard, so I can see myself like that. Bringing in a player like Caleb Holt will be a nice replacement for Otega Owe when he graduates. Two colleges that Kentucky needs to worry about in his college recruitment is Alabama and Auburn. Anthony Thompson is a 5-star 6'7" small forward, ranked 9th by 24/7 Sports and 14th by ESPN. He has a 7'2" wingspan, and he had a crazy growth spurt after his freshman season. I seen something he grew 8 inches in 1 year. He's probably not done growing. By the time he gets to college, he could be 6'10". He's a really good shot maker. He has a high release on his jump shot, which gives him the ability to make tough shots. He's a player who has a lot of upside and could develop into a two-way superstar. He dropped his top 7 list, and Kentucky made the cut. This is what he said about Kentucky: they're a big-time program, one of the best programs ever. Their history of getting players in the league, a history of winning, that's really important to me. And also player development, me just getting better as a player. He will take a visit on September 24th. It has been reported that he's going to make his college decision before the early signing period. And how things stand right now, Kentucky will be his final visit before his college decision, so Kentucky has a chance to make the final impression after all his college visits. Getting a player like Anthony Thompson, a 6'7" wing who has elite shot-making ability and a lot of upside, would be nice. So everything is looking good for Kentucky when it comes to recruiting. They should be able to land 1 or 2 5-star prospects with all these visits they have set. And they already had Tyron Stokes, the #1 ranked player in the class, for a visit, and Tate Kenny is one of the best point guards in the class for a visit. I might drop a separate video on them to give y'all an update about their college recruitment. Let me know in the comments if y'all want that. But let's see if Mark Pope can close the deal on some of these top ranked players and get them to commit to Kentucky. Out of all the players I mentioned in this video, which one do y'all want the most? Drop the name in the comments, drop a like on the video, and sub to the channel. Turn on post notifications so you know when I post. More college recruitment videos on the way. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Till next time.